Hi guys, this is Kendall. Just wanted to give you a new episode or a new series of Big Six movements. This is going to cover up some different movements. I'm going to modify some things. Again, if your fitness level allows, if there are no kind of underlying issues, it's a great way for you to keep moving. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is a cat-cow. So we're going to get here, just kind of hands and knees. I like to kind of feel like the hands are engaged here. And so you're going to arch up and then drop down. And arch up and down. And so I like to call it an angry cat and pregnant cow. Now the next thing we're going to do is a side plank. All right. And that side plank is going to, again, if you're just starting a program, if you have some challenges, then you can modify things a little bit. Here's kind of the standard side plank. We're going to do a side plank on elbow. So here, we're going to make sure that we get everything in line. I like to start with the legs here. So top leg is forward, bottom leg is back. It's going to mimic kind of like a walking pattern. You can push to this starting point. Then you can take your hands up here. If that's challenging, you bring your hands down, keep your hands here. Or you can actually just work from this position here, just getting into that tall position and working here, which allows you kind of work on activating your core and just building some stability. So this is a good place to start. If you can't get up to this position, you can also bend the knees and work to that position. All right. So that's your side plank. And you can do that on each side. Okay. The next thing is then a bird dog. Again, I like connecting the upper and lower body and working on what we talk about as fascial planes or diagonal lines. So we're going to look at it this way. From this position, you're on all fours again. No saggy backs, and you're not super rounded. So you push the ground away, engaging your shoulders. You feel like you're turning your hands out just a bit. Here, everything engaged, keeping your belly button pulled in, neutral. Reach, back. And so that's alternating. Try not to let that hip roll up. Try not to hyperextend your low back. So nice and tall here. Good. That's going to set us up for some different movements in the future, but just a way to kind of start working on things. All right. So we did a series of movements where we had our hands on the ground, knees on the ground, feet. Now we're going to come up to half kneeling. And half kneeling, we're going to just go through some chopping and lifting patterns. What we're going to do is, this is a 10-pound medicine ball. So I'm going to start down here in this pocket, and I'm going to pull to my chest and press out, okay? And then back down. I could kind of get that rotation and work down. All right, so that's my pattern. I can do that on both sides. If you don't have a 10-pound weight, it really doesn't matter. The idea for me here is to create tension, but also to create some awareness of what being tall over this hip feels like, what loading this ankle feels like. So you can take a towel, okay? And with that towel, you're gonna grip it here, just create some tension. So you're gonna try to pull this towel in two, and you'll rotate your hands. So palm up here on the lead arm and palm down on the opposite arm. So you're gonna start here and work up, pull down. Up, pull down. Now, as I try to keep myself tall and I pull apart, I'm feeling the fact that I really need to open up this hip a little bit. But again, this is not necessarily about correcting a movement. It's just giving you a different experience or giving you a movement experience that you can utilize to get better. You can use at this time just to kind of continue to stay active. But it's a way, again, just to experience the movement. All right, and so our next exercise is just going to kind of build on the fact that we can get to this kneeling position. All right, so this next movement is going to get your heart rate going a little bit. They're called get back ups. Another movement that I really enjoy doing, and if you've been in the clinic, you might have done these before. I'm only going to do 4 positions. Okay, so from standing, you're going to lie on the ground and just get back up. However that is for you. If you have a mat, sometimes the challenge is staying within the mat. The second position would just be lying Get all the way flat. Get back up. And then you do the opposite side. Get back up. If you have to get to half kneeling, that's fine. And then the last position would be on your back. And then back up. So you could do, I would say you do maybe 4 or 5 cycles of those. So it's 4 movements on your stomach, on your side, left side, right side, and on your back, and then get back up. And so however you have to get back up is fine. If you have to get to this position, in that position, and push up, that's fine. But it's a way to kind of get your whole body moving, works your lower body, core, upper body. So it's a really an awesome movement. And then from there, we've got another movement that we want to try, which we're going to incorporate into your big 6. Now that you've gone through the other 5 movements, this is just another challenge. Okay, so I grabbed 2 24 kilogram kettlebells. It doesn't have to be that heavy for you. It can literally be 10 pounds in each hand. If you can get something that weighs 20 pounds in each hand, that's good. But the whole deal here is a loaded carry or walking. What we're going to do is, if I stand this way and my posture is like this or my posture is like that, there's not really a lot of feedback for me to change that posture, right? Or improve the awareness of where I am in terms of alignment. And so you can think about it as just posture. You can think about it as alignment. What I'm going to do, I'll turn these a bit. And so from here, I'm going to go ahead and grip the kettlebells and I'm going to stand. Now, I'll turn this way for a second. I'm not lifting the kettlebells. I'm actually just pushing them down into the ground, which allows me to improve my posture. So from here, what you do is maybe take a 10, 15 foot, 20 foot hallway and you're just going to walk. If you don't want to go that far necessarily, or you don't have a ton of space, that can be your challenge. All right. So the gravity plus these kettlebells, pushing them into the ground, extending the hip now, extending the thoracic spine, centering your pelvis, getting everything to line up from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet really, really works. That's your big 6. Go try it. Let's work on it for a week. And I look forward to putting together another big 6 for you next week that may or may not be as challenging.